How you doing? I started Occupy CCP as a sociology project for social problems.
You get it?
Yeah. Not yet. But part of what I had to do was research on the issue, nationwide. I had to do peer-reviewed journals, and this is a problem in, community colleges across the country where, the administrative budget just keeps rising on the backs of the educators. And the administrators are starting to devise the curriculum. The teachers aren't, they're starting to design our curriculum, and they're starting to eliminate programs that maybe aren't profitable, like arts and music programs. And they're talking about getting rid of our GED program here and our literacy programs, which help people to even get into college to begin with. Now, somebody just gave me a proposal to start a petition to remove President Curtis from the president of the college, and I thought that was pretty heavy. Is it in the best interest of the college? And maybe it is, because how is it that the administrative budget keeps rising and they're buying these cash buildings, but they're trying to cut all the educators' pay? It just doesn't add up. And at the student meeting we went to just recently to ask him questions, he was confronted about his housing and car allowance for $37,500 a year. That's double what some of the employees here make to work full-time just for his car and his house payments. Is that fair? No! So, it's a tough call because that's his livelihood too, but this is a nationwide trend, and at what point do we take back our education and uplift our educators, who are actually working for us, and, in our interest more than just being a bean counter. Anyway, Occupy CCP is just trying to put the word out, particularly to the student body. Most concerned with the students, because we're the ones who are going to take the brunt of all this. And not only the students, but there's going to be kids who just can't get an education in this country if it keeps going this way. So, anyway, thank you.
Have you heard people talking bad about students lately, about how students who are like in their 20s and 30s these days are kind of self-absorbed and they don't really care about the future and they're very individualistic? Well, I don't know. I haven't really experienced that, and we have a living example of how that's not true in the person of Amanda Loss, who's going to address us in a minute, who is a student at Community College in Philadelphia and is the Internal Relations Chair for SLAP.CCP, a new organization that you should know about. Let's keep it peaceful. The Student Labor Action Project at CCP. Amanda.
Hello. All right, I would be up here. I want to quickly let you know, Student Labor Action Project is not just CCP, it is a nationwide union for students. It's affiliated with Jobs with Justice, Science, it's affiliated with the United States Student Association. All the major universities have a chapter, and I think it's about time that CCP stepped in to represent themselves, right? All right, I want to take a minute to speak directly to the students. So all of you student staff, bear with me. I hear a lot about engagement, about students that don't care. I do, but I'm not traditional. I've been a nurse for 6 years. I've worked, I've seen broken systems, I've seen manipulation where management tries to use your care for your patients, in your case for your students, against you. Threaten you. You don't want to leave your patients. You don't want to let them get hurt. You don't want to leave your students. You don't want to mess up their education. Right?
Right.
We're going to raise their tuition to pay for what you want, you greedy sons of guns, right? I will not be a pawn in their game. I am here to present Mr. President Curtis that the students are not that stupid. That when he says there are 3 sources of funding, state, have it in my nursing education. So I want students to show support. I'm reaching out. We started this chapter, SLAP CCP, only a week ago. Already it's up and running. We need to represent for the students too. I don't know if the teachers know, so I want you to know this. When we came forward to support you, they have tried to suppress freedom of speech within the student body. Students have went to President Curtis's office to ask him these hard questions. Why is it like this? Why can't you give the teachers what they need, what you make, what I made as an LPN salary for your car and housing allotment? Guess what happened? 2 violations of code of conduct. Aggressive, threatening behavior and disturbing the peace. Well, let's disturb the peace! Our code of conduct is very, very vague language that they can use to toss us out for just about anything. We have no right to representation. You can hire a lawyer that cannot speak. If they speak, you lose your case. Just your accuser, the dean, and yourself, no one is allowed in. First order of business, the code of conduct is going to change. The students want to support you. We want a fair contract. We want better working conditions when we get out there. We have other things we're looking for, students. Liberation from the bookstore scam. Alright. The ability to take notes in class in your book because it didn't cost you $200 and you don't have to sell it back spotless. Alright, so we have things up and running. I also want to mention to everyone that's here, you must understand that important changes are happening in America. Today, all of the SLAP chapters in Philadelphia are gathering at 3 p.m. at Governor Corbett's office in Center City, 200 South Broad Street. You're all invited. We're going to rally there about health care cuts, which are part of every major labor dispute, insurance premiums and such, and then also about the educational cuts. Then we're going to march to 440 Broad and let the Philadelphia school system know that they need to stop cutting school nurses. The diabetic children just have to go without care. So anyway, I'm going to hand the mic back now to the teachers that I love and support. I heard a lot of things about CCP before I came here. None of them are true. All of my teachers have been great, and I just hope that you guys get what you need. This is not fair.
Don't you love the way Amanda Love at SLAP CCP disturbed the peace? By the way, have you